When the UK voted to leave the EU citizens had a lot of rights which are now lost. Their lives are uprooted and changed so drastically out of a decision that they didn't even participate in. I'm Dr Adrienne Yong. I'm a senior lecturer in law at the City Law School. I look at EU citizenship, immigration law, and vulnerable women's rights. My research is specifically as a result of Brexit. A lot of people don't think, when they think of Brexit, that there's a gendered aspect. Because of the fact that they're women, but also because of the fact that they're immigrants, they were not getting their considerations taken into account in the makeup of the EU settlement scheme. And I felt a lot of affinity to that. It was really important for me, as a migrant woman, to be able to give voice to these people who didn't have as much of a platform as I did. I decided that my research would focus on bringing all their specific oppression and their specific discrimination to the fore, to then get them on the agenda for policymakers, for government, to then be able to actually fix these issues. Two groups of vulnerable women I focus on in particular. The first are women who are subject to domestic violence. By losing the right to remain in the country through Brexit, it's actually making their situation worse, because they may rely on their partner in order to remain in the country. And I also look at a very specific legal category of individuals known as non-EU family members of EU citizens. And this is the category that's more difficult to apply for settlement through. And all of those barriers, again, are only because they're gendered and because they don't have the same status in terms of immigration. They're now made precarious. The role academia has is absolutely crucial, and my privilege in being able to speak and to disseminate these issues is really important to being the first step in tackling a problem. City has really given me these opportunities to bring these viewpoints and perspectives for our students as well, who actually also really care about these areas, and I hope to inspire them to show that things do need to be spoken about. In order to address these inequalities in society, we really need to ensure that there's a practical impact on the ground, actually making sure that we can help them live a better life, but mostly to hear them. I find this a really important part of my research, making impact, to make sure that what I'm doing actually matters. By making sure that these women's voices are not forgotten, we can seek to protect them more in the law, and maybe in the law in the future in particular.